Think your aquarium is finished because you bought some neon tetras? Think again. Today, we aren't talking about the main characters, we're talking about the janitors, the aliens, and the weirdos. We are counting down the top 10 freshwater invertebrates that will do the cleaning so you don't have to. Let's get shrimply the best. Kicking off our countdown at number 10 is the dwarf Mexican crayfish, or CPO. Most crayfish are destructive bulldozers that eat your plants and kill your fish, but the CPO stays under 2 inches and is mostly plant safe. But what they lack in size, they make up for in pure attitude. The CPO has a serious Napoleon complex. It thinks it is a lobster. It will try to fight your finger. It will try to fight the filter intake. It will lose every single fight, but you have to respect the confidence. However, they are prone to cannibalism. If one molts and doesn't have a hiding spot, the others will, well, let's just say they have a friend for dinner. Literally. Here is your care card. These guys like it cooler, between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 to 24 degrees Celsius. Keep the pH between 6.0 and 8.0 and ensure the water is hard enough, KH 6 to 12, so they can build those angry little shells. Diet? They're scavengers, but they need protein pellets to keep from eating each other. At number 9, we have the cheerleader of the group, the freshwater Pom-Pom crab. Unlike their marine cousins who hold anemones, these freshwater crabs grow literal patches of hair on their claws that look like pom-poms. They use them to sweep algae off rocks, so they are constantly waving them around like they're cheering for your favorite sports team. Go Team Algae! Unlike the shy Thai microcrab, these guys are active scavengers. But watch out, they are escape artists. If there is a hole in your lid for a heater cord, they will find it, they will climb it, and they will dry out on your carpet. Keep a tight lid on these guys, or your cheerleader will go AWOL. For care, keep the temperature tropical, around 72 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 to 28 degrees Celsius, and a neutral pH of 6.2 to 7.2. The most important tip, supplement with calcium. Use a food like crab cuisine or add cuttlebone. Otherwise, they can fail their molt and lose their legs. Number 8 is the Where's Waldo of the aquarium, the Thai micro crab. These things are tiny, about the size of a pencil eraser, and they are fully aquatic. They don't need land. They look like little spiders covered in fuzz. Buying Thai microcrabs is an exercise in faith. You put them in the tank, and then you play the world's hardest game of hide and seek. You might see them once a month. When you do, it's a special event, like spotting Bigfoot. They absolutely love hiding in the roots of floating plants like water lettuce. Because they are so small and shy, you cannot keep them with fish that have big mouths. Even a betta might turn them into a crunchy snack. Keep them in a shrimp-only tank if you ever want to see them again. Care for these ninjas is simple but strict. Temperature 72 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. pH 6.5 to 8.0. The pro tip here is plants. They require dense vegetation, specifically floating plants with long roots, to feel safe enough to come out and graze on biofilm. Coming in at number 7 is the bamboo shrimp, also known as the wood shrimp. They look like a piece of polished wood grain come to life. Like the vampire shrimp, they have fans for hands, but these guys are much bolder. They will climb to the absolute highest point in your tank to find the strongest current. It's like they are surfing the filter output. Here is a critical husbandry tip. If you see your bamboo shrimp walking on the ground picking at the gravel, it is starving. It means there is nothing in the water column for them to eat. You need to target feed them powdered foods or spirulina. They are the only pet that demands your tank be a little bit dirty with particles. Crystal clear water is actually their enemy. To keep them surfing, maintain a temperature of 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 to 27 degrees Celsius and a pH between 6.5 and 7.5. The requirement here isn't just chemistry, it's flow. You must have a strong filter output or a power head, or they simply cannot feed. Number 6 has the scariest name and the softest heart, the vampire shrimp. It sounds like a creature that wants to suck your blood, but the fangs are actually just harmless legs used to anchor them against the current. These guys are filter feeders. Instead of claws, they have baseball mitts made of hair. They find a high flue spot in your tank and just wave at the water, catching microparticles and bacteria. It's honestly hypnotic to watch. But here is the mythbuster. People think they're aggressive because of the name. In reality, they're shy introverts. If you put them with aggressive fish, they will hide forever. They can also change color from white to blue to brown, depending on their mood and molting cycle. Treat them right, and you get a gentle giant. Treat them wrong, and you bought an expensive pet rock you'll never see. Care stats. They like it warm, 74 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 to 29 degrees Celsius, with a neutral pH of 6.8 to 7.5. Like the bamboo shrimp, high flow is mandatory. Also, ensure your substrate is sand or fine gravel, as their delicate fans can be damaged by sharp rocks. Halfway through our list, at number 5, we have the rabbit snail. These guys hail from the warm lakes of Sulawesi, Indonesia, and they look like an ice cream cone crossed with an elephant. They have these drooping antennae that look like bunny ears, hence the name, and a long, wrinkly snout. While most snails glide, the rabbit snail lumbers. They have a heavy shell, so they move in a drag-and-drop motion. It's not graceful, but it is honest work. They are slow breeders, producing just one live baby at a time, so they are the perfect centerpiece snail for a warm, peaceful community tank. The rabbit snail is picky. It needs warm water, 78 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, or 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, and hard water with a high pH, 7.5 to 8.5. If you put them in soft, acidic water, their beautiful shells will erode and turn white. Also, they eat a lot. Feed them blanched green beans or spinach. Number 4 is the golden retriever of snails, the mystery snail. Unlike the stoic Nerite, mystery snails have huge personalities. They're famous for a behavior the internet calls parasnailing. This is when they climb to the top of the tank, let go of the glass, and just free fall to the bottom. Why? Because it's fun! Whee! You might also see them extend a long, alien-looking tube to the surface. That's not a weapon, it's a snorkel. They have a lung and need to breathe air, so they pump it in like a diver. But be warned, mystery snails are poop factories. They have a very high bioload. And unlike Nerites, they will breed. They lay massive, pink, raspberry-looking egg clutches above the waterline. If you see one, freeze it and toss it, or you'll be overrun with hundreds of babies. Keep them between 68 and 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 to 29 degrees Celsius, with a pH of 7.0 to 8.0. The big tip? Calcium. If their shells look cracked or thin, toss in a wonder shell or some cuttlebone. They grow fast, and they need the minerals to keep up. Number 3 is the tank Roomba, the Nerite snail. If you hate green spot algae, you know the hard stuff you have to scrape off the glass with a razor blade, get a Nerite. They have a tongue that acts like sandpaper. They come in cool patterns like zebra, tiger, and horned. But there is a catch. The female Nerite snail is obsessed with interior decorating. She will lay hard, white sesame seed-looking eggs on everything. Your driftwood, your filter, your heater, she will bedazzle it all. These eggs won't hatch in fresh water, but they also won't dissolve. They will stay there until the heat death of the universe. You have to scrape them off manually. It's the price you pay for a spotless tank. Nerites are hardy, accepting 72 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit and a pH above 7.0. They are arguably the best algae eater on this list, but they cannot eat pellets. If your tank is brand new and spotless, they will starve. They need established algae to survive. The runner-up at number 2 is the industrial workhorse, the Amano Shrimp. Named after the aquascaping legend Takashi Amano, these guys are transparent, which is cool because you can see their lunch digesting in real time. They're famous for eating algae that other shrimp won't touch, like hair algae. But they have a dark side. The Amano shrimp is the schoolyard bully of the tank. They're notoriously food-motivated. You drop a wafer in for your polite catfish, and the Amano will swoop in, grab a piece of food the size of its own body, and sprint away. They have zero shame and infinite hunger. Also, a heads up on breeding. You can't. Their babies need salt water to survive. This makes them the ultimate population-safe pet. Amanos are bulletproof. Temps 64 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 27 degrees Celsius. pH 6.5 to 8.0. They are extremely tolerant, but like all invertebrates, copper medications are lethal. Also, they climb. If your water quality drops, they will try to walk out of the tank, so keep a lid on it. And finally, taking the crown at number 1 is the gateway drug of the invertebrate world, Neocaridina davidi, or the cherry shrimp. These guys are the fruit flies of the aquarium hobby. They breed fast, they eat everything, and they come in every color of the rainbow. We call them the Skittles of the tank, but here's a pro tip. Do not mix the colors. If you put the red ones and the blue ones in the same tank, you don't get purple babies. You get brown ones. It's called wild type, and it's genetically inevitable. Now, if you wake up one morning and see all your male shrimp tearing around the tank like they've had 5 espressos, don't panic. It isn't a disease. It's the zoomies. A female has just molted and released pheromones into the water. Basically, it's a bachelor party, and love is literally in the water. The golden rule for Neocaridina is stability. Temp 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, or 18 to 27 degrees Celsius. pH 6.5 to 8.0. But the secret sauce is GH and KH. You generally want a GH of 4 to 8 and KH of 3 to 15. If your water's too soft, they can't molt. If it's too hard, they get stuck in their shells. Test your water or you'll have naked shrimp. So there you have it, a countdown of 10 invertebrates that prove you don't need a spine to be a great pet. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't be shellfish, hit that like button and subscribe for more Tank Talks. Until next time, keep your water clean and your shrimp happy.